amazing. I'm live now. I'm waiting for your questions. Otro, Nivel. Are we live?
Yes, we are live.
Great. Who's there? Who's there? I can see myself.
Misschien kan je nog een keer de intro doen. Jolanda.
Hello and welcome everybody. Today we are live in Oosthout, in Voorhout, and we're going to answer your questions. Let me know in the comments below.
Hi Jolanda. Jonas.
Who's there? Who's there? Who's there?
Jolanda, Jonas.
Roberto, buenos días. ¿Cómo estáis? How are you, Roberto?
Hi Lirio.
62 people, welcome. It's an honor. It's a little bit rainy and a little bit cold today, but it's fine.
Patrick Perret will
Patrick, how are you? Oh, Elam. Hey, how are you? Alessandro, how are you? Matteo, the distance from the net.
Mag
Very
Patrick.
good question. If your opponent is in front of you, the first post here. If your opponent is cross court of you, second post. So it's always changing. So that's why it's important to play to the same player. Otherwise, you have to change your position so much. And also, when the ball is over there in the middle of the court, you also are at first positioned at the first post. When do we play? Magnus, could be amazing. Yes, definitely want to do that. But the government of Holland just restricted traveling, so we have to wait a little bit. Come on, yes, vamos, Mohamed. How are you?
When do we play in Ter Aar, Vivienne?
When do we play in Ter Aar? We will soon. I saw your message. I will send you a message back soon. Hola, CP. Bonjour de France. Très bien, monsieur. Vamos. Hola de Belgica. Nice. In the French part, right?
Where have you learned Swedish?
Where? Kom op. Grazie mille. When do you learn Swedish? I learned that, David, in Marbella. When I was working in Marbella, I had many people from Sweden, a lot of Padel players. So, and Dutch is kind of the same, like absolute, exact, precies, absolute, langzaam. It's all the same. So I learned that by listening, and I was giving lessons to a 12-year-old kid, and his English wasn't perfect. So I was speaking in English, his father translated it, and he spoke Swedish to his father, and then I kind of knew what he was saying, so it was pretty funny. And like goed bra, I learned that when I was in the Nordea Masters. I was giving lessons to kids at the golf club. It was really funny. And I said, what do I say to the kids if they don't speak English? And they say goed bra. Okay, I will say goed bra every single time. So that's what I did. It was quite funny. Hello Claudio from Portugal, nice. When do you come to Portugal? I hope soon. Traveling is still restricted. If I come back to Holland, I have to go on lockdown for 10 days. So that's a pity. Hello from Nerga, nice. I think the weather is great over there now. Hey Linda, how are you? Ciao di Italia. Andiamo. Grazie mille, muy bien.
Elam.
My English is not so good, but I understand all your videos. Thank you very much. I hope you level up your game and going to win all of your matches. Playing paddle in Sweden, nice. I will try to go there soon. What did you have for breakfast? I also always have a cappuccino. I love a cappuccino, and then I normally have a smoothie, eggs nearly every time. So yeah, that's basically my breakfast.
One question about, can you make a video about team tactics?
Team tactics, perfect. I will make a video about team tactics. In the beginning now we couldn't make video with 4 people on the court. And now we are allowed to, since this week. So I'm going to plan that. Thank you, that's a very good idea. Greetings from Belgium. Greetings back. Hello from Sicily. Grazie mille. Can you give tips on how to play as a lefty? I'm a lefty. Well, the train is over there. It's always the same here. When you're a lefty, you should always play on the right. I not recommend to play on the left because then it's here and you have a backhand in the middle. And you can choose as a lefty to play aggressive or passive because a right-handed player on the right will always be playing in leading of the player on the left. And if you have lefty and a righty, if you have a lefty and a righty, you can decide how you want to do it. So basically you can play everywhere. Some players are left-handed and play with a lot of power. Some players are left-handed and play quite slow. If you have if you have two right-handed players, so one on the right and one on the left, the left player is going to play more aggressive and the right player is going to play more passive. But when you see Ale Galan and LeBron playing together, it's going to change. So for any tips, play your backhand volley to the side wall, play your forehand volley through the middle, and win all of your matches. Vamos!
Do you give senior plus lessons?
I have a few, but not so much senior plus lessons. Yeah. Generally, I don't know, depends a lot. What is the best way to return a serve? High on the backhand or slow lob? Low on the feet. Because if they are serving, they have to go to the net. So play a slow, low ball on the feet, and then they have to lift up the ball and then play a lob. Because if you play a lob from the serve, it could be, but it's not going to be as amazing as you play low on the feet. Hey Stefan, how are you? Josef, vamos! Paco, hola desde Brosales, vamos! How do you defend an aggressive bajada against you? Very close to the net. So if somebody plays a bajada, you have to be very, very close to the net because otherwise they can play on your feet. Or you can stay behind and use the wall if you're confident about that. But normally I recommend to work on your lob. So they cannot play an aggressive bajada because then the problem is probably because you played a lob with topspin or a very deep, too deep of a lob. I recommend to play a shorter lob so it's closer to the back wall. That will help a lot. Geweldig. ¿Cómo estás? Geef je senior plusles? Oh, sorry, I already answered the question. Jij speelt vaak voorovergebogen in deze video's, dus ik neem aan dat dit de correcte houding is. Meer dan een rechte romp. He's asking, you normally play a little bit like a bending like this, better than to play like this. Yes, because especially with defending, you want to make yourself small because when you use the ball is very low, so it's a very low bounce. And when you're at the net, you want to sit at the net and make yourself compact because you want to make your swing compact as well. If you make yourself tall, then you're going to make too big of a swing and it's not going to help you that much.
Who should take it if it's low and in the middle, backhand or forehand?
Who should take it when it's low,
And
backhand or
middle?
forehand? In the middle. It depends where the ball's coming from and where you want to pressure. So if the ball's coming from the right, then the player on the right will get the ball with the backhand. If the right player has a forehand. If the left player has a backhand, I am now on the right, I have to move there to cover this one, so the middle is for my partner. So I would say the one in the cross court middle should take the middle. And it doesn't matter forehand or backhand. Quando si invalida il campo? What is an invasion of the field? I don't know. What's the best way as a tennis player to stop playing tennis and hard balls in Padel? Learn to play soft and play a lot of lobs. Because you want to slow down. And if you use the wall, you will slow down. If you don't use the wall, it's very impossible to play. Very impossible. That's very impossible. But if you take it before the wall, it's always going to be fast. So it's never going to be slow. So you have to learn to use the wall and slow down. And then you will get longer Rallies.
Björn from Sweden. I'm playing my with my good friends tonight. I
Yeah.
tend to get a lot of good high ball chances, middle court on the forehand, but I'm not sure what to do. I keep hitting hard middle court,
Yeah.
not the best. What ball would you play
For the smash.
for the high balls?
For the high
middle
balls,
on
the high balls
forehand.
should go to the fence every time, Bjorn, because the higher the contact point, the more you can make the angle towards the fence and the side wall. So the higher the ball, the more to the side wall. The lower the ball, then it would be better to play straight or down the line. Even though if it's a high backhand volley, I can still play towards the fence, and it works quite well.
You're welcome, Jeffrey.
Good morning, Linda. How are you? ¿Podrás explicar algunas cosas en español también? Javi, mi español está no perfecto, lo siento mucho. Tengo subtítulos de español y buscar mis vídeos de YouTube y mi español está un poquito mierda, lo siento mucho.
Sasha, thanks for filming every video.
Perfect. Can you make a video with drills? Two players. Make a video with drills. That is good if you are two players that want to practice. Yes, I will do that. It's also on the membership channel. We have more drills and we upload a little bit more drills there in the future as well. But I will do that. There is also one in one of my videos in the beginning. Also has those. Could you tell me 4 basic tips to learn the bandeja? Yes, the bandeja is a high forehand volley. Play the bandeja as a high forehand volley and you will be fine. Best tip on the backhand volley regarding timing and technique. Well, it really depends with the backhand volley where you are going to play. So there's not really a good tip that I can give because I kind of need to know more information about what you do. So the best tip I usually give is look at the result of the ball. If the result of the ball is in the net, play deeper. If you hit the glass straight away, play more down. For the backhand volley, basically, I learn everybody to prepare with both hands, higher than the ball, and then down. So it's here, here, here. And don't do too much. It's just a simple push. No más. Goed, bro. Hablas muy bien español. Vamos, practicas. Muchas gracias, Paco. Eres un campeón. Fingers crossed to see you in Schiedam in June. That would be awesome. Yes, we were looking forward to that. Ingrid, how are you? Ma italiano è possibile. Molto bene. Thanks. Try it tonight. Björn, have fun tonight. Looking forward to see your response and how good the match was. Thanks, Fasha, for filming. Amazing. Yes. Who should take it if it's low and in the middle? Oh, we did that. What's the best way as a tennis player to stop playing tennis hard balls? We did that. Right or left? What do you prefer? I can do both. In Spain I should play on the right, and in Holland I play normally more often on the left. Because in Spain I played with everybody that was much better than me. So I was playing on the right. I have an okay smash in Holland, but in Spain I feel like everybody smashes better than me, so I prefer to move to the right. For me it's like when I was a football player, I played as a number 10. I was giving the assist, I didn't really score, so then it feels like this is a natural position for me on the paddle court. When I was a tennis player, I was playing like as a striker in football, so I was only scoring the point. So yeah, I can do both, but I have to go more into my tennis role or more into my football role. But I have to say I'm playing softer and softer and softer and more changing the speed now than I did before when I was playing. So yeah, I'm not sure yet. I'm deciding myself what I'm going to do. It depends on who I want to play with, I guess. Hey Sven, can you take a few words for French people? Thank you so much for your good job. Très bien. Je m'appelle Sven. That was everything. Best tip on generating power with the volleys. I feel that I play too much with the hand and arm, too little with my body. Mr. Split Step. I'm not really sure that you should use your body when you're playing a volley. I would recommend to be here, turn, and hold. So my left shoulder stays aiming to you. I'm not going to do this. So to generate power, you have to feel like you can do this fast. So it's just the last part of your arm. And also question yourself if you need power or do you need control or more slice. Because if you are higher than the ball, maybe that also helps you to generate power and slice. So here, higher than the ball, hold. And step in a little bit more. Make yourself small. That will help a lot.
Joachim, for how long have you played padel, and at what point did you decide to become
a goed bra coach? Thank you. I've played padel for 4.5 years now, I think. And seriously, 3.5, 4 years. I'm not really good with numbers, but yeah. I became a coach in 2018, I think. At the same date when I became into the national team of Holland, when I played Paraguay. Hey Sven, some drills for smashes, 0 level on that. Never play any racket sport, however high balls are no problem for me. Hey Sven, some drills for smashes, 0 on that. 0 level on that. Never play any racket sport, however high balls are no problem for me. I can do some drills with the smashes. It's also the footwork, because you want to get behind the ball or underneath the ball if you do kick smash or flat smash. And smashing is a very big, the overheads is kind of a very big thing, because you have a bandeja, you have a vibora, you have a smash, you have a kick smash, you have a flat smash. So there are multiple options, and I think it's one of the most important things because people play loads of lobs. I want to create some videos about footwork as well. Yes, I'm going to make in a few weeks something about the bandeja as well. Smash should be coming, yes, good idea. How long have you been coaching, by the way, do you make videos? Thank you very much, Eric. Obrigado. I have been coaching since I was 18 years old, 17 years old as a coach in tennis. And I moved to coaching in Padel when I was like 23 or 24. But I've been coaching all my life. I've been a head coach of a big club in Holland as a tennis coach. So I did a lot of youth lessons, a lot of adults, basically everything. Yeah, so more as a tennis coach, yes.
1 minute, and in the memory you can answer more.
What is your KD? It's very high, Sander. My kill death ratio on the Call of Duty is very high, ladies and gentlemen. I will kill everybody. No one talks about the left-handed planets, pros and cons with the lefty. Well, the lefty has a very big. It's very nice because if they play on the right and they have a forehand in the middle, and your partner has a forehand in the middle, you can kill everybody. That's a very good tactic because you can both kick the ball out of the court, and I feel like a lefty with a good kick out of the court can do a lot of damage because players on the right are not used to go and run out of the court if you become a certain level. So yeah, we're nearly finished, guys, because we have to go. Some fun issues here. Wrist problem, what can I do? Having 2 overgrips help, but as well as shockhouse dampers. Still the other recommendation to avoid wrist problems. I think it's important to play with a softer racket, maybe, because maybe your racket is too hard, or you're using your wrist too much. But so maybe because you might be a squash player or a badminton player, you're using your wrist too much. So I prefer to learn people playing with a locked wrist and not so much in using the wrist.
Subtitles in Italian is it on YouTube?
Subtitles on Italian is on YouTube, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
More questions in the members.
Which grip should I use? Fat one is better when you're hitting after the ground, and I feel like it's more stabilization, and thinner is to play from the wall. I feel I can hold the racket harder and play with balls with low bounce. In tennis, I play grip 3, but in paddle, grips are thin. I'm confused. Yes, in Adam, I play with 3 over grips. Because at some point, you have to be very flexible here. Yeah. Leuk deze live. Dankjewel, Nathalie. And your video subtitles in Italian, please. You're number 1. Stefano, there are subtitles in Italian on YouTube. Hola, Craig. Para los que estamos en Pandaso, como sabemos que pala es la ideal para nosotros. Muchas gracias. No lo sé, Rubén. Sí, un soft raqueta y no fuera y no con mucho carbón. Y necesitamos un raqueta con fiberglass. Es muy importante. Muy soft. Kan ik jullie benaderen dus eigen padelbanen? Heb ik connecties voor? Zou kunnen, ja. Als je tegenstanders nog niet zijn, als je tegenstanders er nog niet zijn, wat kun je doen voor je opwarming? Doe niet eentje. What can you do in the beginning? Play against the wall a lot. Any advice for training? This is the last question, guys, for training exercises that we can practice only being two jugadores. I love your videos. Continue making us to improve. Thank you very much. I recommend to play loads of rallies using the wall, one at the net, one at the back. Use the wall, use the corner, so one in the cross court, one at the net cross courts, and play rallies where you have to use the wall. That will be very, very helpful.
Thank you.
Thank you everybody for watching. I have to go. I'm gonna go on the court giving some lessons. Thank you everybody for being here. 75 people live, amazing. Hasta luego. Ciao, adios.